The first film we're analysing for music is Seven. At first all we can hear is a diegetic background sound of people and sirens, which conveys it's a busy place. The man then starts the metronome, and that slowly becomes louder and overpowers the background sound of all the people, and this creates suspense for the audience and makes it feel like something's building up. Then all of a sudden loud thundering music begins, which is quite dramatic compared to what we just heard. This is non-diegetic. The music becomes sharper and sharper to parts that are more important. The music's quite distorted, which conveys the atmosphere that it is. It's quite scary and dangerous. The more the scene goes on, the music becomes faster and faster and it becomes louder, and this creates tension and feels that something is building up. It makes the audience feel very uneasy and uncomfortable. At the end of the scene there is a sudden stop to the music, and this is quite strange and surprises the audience because it makes us think that something more was building up and something more was going to happen. So next we're looking at The Dark Knight, and that starts with glass shattering, and that's diegetic. There's also some really quiet, non-diegetic music in the background. There is dialogue in this as well.
Three of a kind, let's do this.
That's it? 3 guys?
2 guys on the roof. Every guy gets a share, 5 shares is plenty.
6 shares. Don't forget the guy playing the job.
He thinks he can sit it out and still take a slice. I know what it
The background music that's happening carries on and doesn't change for quite a while, and this is probably because the dialogue speaks for itself basically, and the music doesn't need to convey the atmosphere that's going on, whereas in Seven you needed the music to connote what type of atmosphere it was. After a while the music does become slightly more intense, but then it does slowly die down a bit.
Here comes the silent alarm.
And the music probably becomes more intense because the parts it becomes more intense at shows that they're more important.
That's funny, it didn't dial out to 911. I was trying to reach a private number.
Is it a problem?
No, I'm done here.
Obviously, we don't want you doing anything with your hands other than holding on for dear life.
For example, when the man shoots through the glass, the music becomes louder to signify this is a dangerous, important part to the scene.
He's out, right? Where did you learn to count?
They wired this thing up with like 5,000 volts. What kind of bank does that?
A mob bank. I guess the Joker's as crazy as they say. Where's the alarm guy?
Boss told me when the guy was done, I should take him out. One less share, right?
Funny, he told me something similar.
No, no!
After the money is stolen, the music becomes really, really quiet. Not, it doesn't completely stop, there's still small parts of it, but as it's so quiet, it really creates suspense, as the music can reveal the type of atmosphere the film has, but as there's none, it kind of leaves it up to the audience to wonder what's going on and what could happen next.
School's out.
So lastly, we're looking at the machinist, and at the beginning there's no background music, there's just diegetic sound of someone struggling, and there's a siren as well, which, you know, conveys it's a busy place. When the man comes to the window and his face is revealed, the music becomes more intense and sharper to illustrate he is important and could be quite dangerous. All throughout, the music is really mysterious and uneasy, as we don't know a lot about what's going on, and because this is the opening scene, you don't know what's really happening, so the music kind of helps you guess. When the man is struggling to push the body down the slope, the music becomes louder, and this is to signify that what's happening is really bad. And also, throughout the clip, the closer we get to the end, when the man's pushing the body, the music becomes louder and louder and louder, and this is to convey that more is being revealed, and this is portrayed through how the music is played.